So whether it's me or any other teacher who teaches Vedic meditation, it always commences with a free introductory talk. It might be in a group setting in real time, or it might be one-on-one online if the teacher you're thinking about learning with is in a different city than you or is traveling. Either works. That is one thing we can do online, but it's essentially, it's an overview. It's not an interview. We're not interviewing you, but it is a chance for you to interview us to see if this technique has what you might need, if it's a good fit. And also, like, who wants to enroll in a course and show up for something they don't know what they're showing up for? We don't want that, and you don't want that. So let's make sure we know what the lay of the land is. Let's make sure you know that this is not a practice that you're going to be doing walking around. This is an eyes closed seated practice. But also know what are the benefits, like what can you expect, right? And so that's the chance. I like a lot of the one-on-ones that I do that aren't in a group setting. I like to say, tell a little bit of my story about how I got into meditation, ask how you heard about me or my teacher Tom or this thing called meditation. Are you a reference from an existing student? Did you find the website? Did you just, I don't know, somehow land on my Calendly? It doesn't really matter, but I want to know who you are and why you're interested. Because essentially, if Vedic meditation is the ultimate adaptogen, meaning that it brings any of us back into balance wherever we are out of balance, how you're going to think about the technique and utilize the technique and relate to it initially is different than the athlete coming who wants to improve their reaction time, or the musician who wants to come because they're really struggling with stage fright. It's the pain point that might compel us towards exploring Vedic meditation is going to look wildly different person to person. The underlying source, which is stress, which is, a lack of connection to self, which is a general malaise or something like that, is always going to be the same thing, is some out of balance, whether that's manifesting physically, emotionally, or psychologically. So the free introduction is a chance to make sure for both sides that it's a good fit, that we know what we're getting ourselves into, so that we can arrive on day one with fruit and flowers in hand, ready to experience puja and the power of the practice.